The banana is not a tree. It is actually a large herbaceous perennial plant widely found in tropical regions throughout the world. Banana plants flourish in warm tropical temperatures and are ideally suited to the Philippines, where Dole propagates and grows its own banana plants to ensure a consistent supply of high-quality bananas. The bananas are grown in both the lowlands and highlands on the island of Mindanao in the Philippines, near the city of Davao. Dole Stanfilco has several biotech laboratories on the island where the young banana plants begin their life cycle. Propagation begins from the sucker. This is a new shoot that develops on the side of a mature plant. They are removed from the mother plant under strict hygienic conditions. Inside the laboratory, the tissue is sliced carefully and split into different stages. We call this tissue culture. From one sucker, it undergoes several stages of subculture. These cultures are grown under laboratory conditions for 4 weeks, after which they are split into individual plants for a further 4-week period. This allows the roots to harden in preparation for the nursery, where each plant is transplanted into pots of ground coconut shell used as a growing medium. This growing medium has been recycled from the Dole Stanfilco coconut plantations. In the nursery, they are grown for a further 8 weeks and are then ready to plant in the fields. On average, from the first sucker to field planting, the process takes 40 weeks. Before the banana can be planted, the land must be carefully prepared. Because of the high rainfall, it is important to provide each block with good drainage, so the young plants do not become waterlogged. The fields are then ripped in 2 cycles, followed by a week of intensive harrowing. Much care is taken when planting the young plants, where a natural fertilizer is added to stimulate strong root growth during the first few months. The propagation of banana plants is a constant process, as the banana plant has a life cycle of only 10 to 15 months. After fruiting, the main stem dies back and a sucker shoot is sent out to replace it. From each sucker we get 1,000 plants, so we only use the best for propagation. The nurseries produce up to 10 million plants a year, all of which are used in the replenishment and development of Dole Stanfilco's banana plantations. When ready to harvest, the recyclable protective covers are removed from the fruit, and the careful process of harvesting begins. The bananas are always picked green. The stem is cut and lowered onto a special soft tray by hand, and carried to an ingenious conveyor system in the plantation. This system allows the fruit to be transported to the processing plant in perfect condition. On arrival, the stem is cut into bunches, hands and fingers, depending on market requirements, then washed in a bath and weighed. The bananas are then further washed under pressure to remove residual matter and packed to individual market specifications. Packing is also a careful process to ensure the fruit is in perfect condition when placed in the boxes. The packers will often use splitters in the boxes to ensure the fruit is not touching each other, so on arrival there is no bruising or damage. The boxes are then vacuum packed in preparation for the cool store. The bananas are chilled to 13 degrees and loaded into refrigerated trucks for transportation to the port at Davao. They are kept at this constant temperature until they reach the port. On arrival at the port cool store, the bananas wait until a full shipload is ready. Then loading begins into the specially designed Dole reefer ships, which keep the produce at peak condition in their refrigerated holds, maintaining the required 13 degrees Celsius temperature during their sea transportation. Loading is completed as quickly as possible. At Dole, our focus is always on consistent supply of quality product to markets globally. So every stage of the growing and distribution channels means the company has to always use best practice methodologies in everything we do to maintain our high standards.